What's going on, YouTube? We're gonna get right into the video. So basically, you see the title right here. The IG model hype has officially ended. We're gonna get right into it.
I remember growing up stealing my mom's magazines, going into the bathroom and, spending 30 minutes just scrolling through the magazines. If you know, you know. The older brothers, you know. It was nothing like a Victoria's Secret magazine back in the day. See, nowadays, but with the rise of social media and Instagram, you have IG models. One of the first IG models on Instagram was like India Love. I remember back in high school, a lot of girls wanted to be just like India Love from Tumblr and Instagram. As social media grew, the IG baddie look has become the new look that most girls want to go for. Most guys would love to experience. And that look has now become most guys' standard. And they're willing to throw it all away if they could get their hands on an IG baddie, right? But I think the year of 2025, Instagram models are really on a decline. They're starting to get exposed for
What I think it is, to like add to the brother point, I know he's still bringing it home and stuff like that, but I think it's like people starting to become desensitized to, seeing, the IG models and stuff like that. And it's just, more so because it's like, I mean, how long have, that certain look that they have had, been out? So it's like brothers kind of get used to just seeing women, half naked, they're used to it. I'm not saying brothers still don't desire women that dress like that. Of course, brothers still desire women that dress like that. But I just think it's just more so like, okay, like, yeah, she cool, brothers just get so used to it. And, another thing to add to, I think I was telling my woman about this, probably a couple of days ago. It's a lot easier for women to make money than men in this world, due to just what they got between their legs, what they're willing to share on the internet. And I think one of the examples that I used was that Catch Me Outside girl, right? There go my girl right there. The Catch Me Outside girl, as soon as she turned 18, she dropped her OnlyFans or something like that, and she made $1 million, right? And that's just then the other girls, the Asian chick too. I don't know if she continuated with the OnlyFans stuff and stuff like that. But when I even took a look at that, I was like, that's outrageous, bro.
Really are chasing men that have money while painting a beautiful picture to the world as if they worked hard for the things that we see them have. But now it seems like the curtain has been pulled back and we're getting to see the real side that's actually behind the cameras. Check this out right here.
Oh no, off the wall. Oh, ooh. And that's what I be saying in like my Pop the Balloon videos. It's like the women in there be beautiful. They be beautiful, bro. But their attitudes, the way the way they carry themselves, it's repulsive. It's repulsive. Knocked his TV out the wall. That's insane. Stepping all on the TV. That's a nice bed, bruh. It's a nice size bed.
I'm gonna call you back.
What is she crying? I just don't get when women do this, bro. I don't get it. How are you causing somebody pain, but you're sitting there crying? You know what she's gonna do? She's gonna try to play victim. That's what she's gonna hurry up and try to play victim, right? She's gonna hurry up and try to play victim. Try to utilize this situation to play on his guilt for, the whole situation that took place. And, she's going to really attempt to manipulate that situation. Why did you cause me to do this? Why you made me do this? That brother had a lot of clothes. That's a nice house. What do you? Oh yeah, bro. I would've. Yeah, bro. wait. People in the comments are so mentally fried. Y'all really talking about what did he do? A woman don't crash. That's insanity. So basically what she's saying is that people in the comments was basically vouching for the woman to, be performing and acting out like that, right? But that just shows you that women typically respond exactly how she responds. It's not even necessarily about what he potentially did. It's just more so about, it doesn't really necessarily matter what he did. As a woman, you should always conduct yourselves with a manner of respect. If if the man rubbed you wrong, just say, I feel played, I feel disrespected, and just leave. Just leave. Why you gotta sit here? If the brother did do something, that you didn't like, you probably, I could create an example. Say you caught him, talking to another girl, right? And y'all are in a monogamous relationship, right? And you catch him and you immediately go to try, domestic or causing, harm to the, like, bro, like, come on, man. I just, come on, bro. And people be quick to talk about age groups and how people conduct. Oh, you're young, like, bro, it's all about how you carrying yourself as a man or a woman, bro. Look at her, bro. Look at her, bro. A kid, bro. This is a nice crib this nigga got.
Alexandra, come on, bro. What is you doing, bro?
In the middle of the street.
Alexandra, this is a scene, man.
In the middle of the street.
What is you doing, bro?
What's going on? Why are we running the truck? This baker right
Playing victim. She's about to kill. Right? Insane. And look, somebody said, "Is this real or a skit?" No, this is most likely real, bro. No cap. This is most likely real. I'm telling you, women act like this, bro. When they're not getting their way, bro. Yes, they will put on a great Will Smith, Denzel Washington performance.
Breathe.
I thought they were less problematic, easier to handle, softer, and more loving just off their appearance. See, look, but that shows me that, within this world, people don't make righteous, judgment when it comes to situations. This world is very presumptuous, right? Everything is presumption. That's why as far as social media, you can really get accumulate a lot of views with just clickbaiting and making something look a certain way. Hey, look at her, bro. She's a beautiful one. I mean, she cool, nice looking woman, bro. Look at all this shit she doing. This is insanity. Dang,
See, I've seen guys pass up on some really good girls, but don't want to have anything to do with them on a serious note because they feel like they could get somebody that's badder. And then when I ask them, well, what exactly is badder to you? And they show me a girl, they usually look something like that. They have like the BBL setup.
But you know what? Right. So here's the thing. That's what I be saying. A lot of brothers, a lot of men, they typically like to choose women that look good over women that got a sense of morality. They probably not as good looking, probably not as attractive, but I would rather deal with a less attractive woman than to deal with a quarrelsome, feisty, argumentative type of woman. A woman that's gonna understand where I'm at spiritually, mentally, financially, because we got to talk about, the financial standpoint of a man. That's very important. But yeah, man.
On a body. And that right there is exactly what you get when you choose looks over substance. Fellas, I tell you that in my videos all the time. Over time, looks will fade. You will get used to the size of her waist.
And another thing, bro, you look, brothers be getting used to getting hit upside their heads, man. And they convolute a woman's, domestic abuse with they conflate the two. They confuse the two, right? When a woman gets her acting like this, oh, she just loves me, she's just acting, no, she just loves me. She's very passionate. She don't know how to, no, bro. Because here's the thing. Every time y'all have a disagreement, she's going to lean right into, hey, hiya. Who want to be getting hit up? Like, bro, don't nobody want to deal with that. As soon as you have a disagreement, she's not able to properly, communicate, express how she feels. Like, bro, you have to have a level of emotional maturity when it comes to, you vetting a woman out that could potentially be good on your program, bro. I seen, I be seeing a lot of brothers that they got good occupations and stuff like that. But as far as them knowing how to properly vet a woman out, or knowing just, okay, is this a good woman, or hey, is this woman just good for some fun time?
You will get used to playing with her. You will get used to that stuff. Once it becomes the norm, now you have to actually deal with the person that's in front of you. Stop choosing women solely off of their looks. Stop inviting women into your space solely because she looks good. But I don't think there's any better example of a man losing it all over an IG model like Shannon Sharp's story.
You know who Sky Bree is, Ocho?
Sky Bree? Who that is, coach?
No. What? He lost what? Shannon Sharp lost a 100 million media deal and got fired. Bro, this is no. Now y'all, right. Now here's the thing, right? As far as when certain situations that happen on I don't really be on social media. Like, I do my little YouTube videos, I spend time with my, my woman and stuff like that. I handle my responsibilities as a young man, of course, and I'm off of, I'm off of it. I heard something regarding it. I really never looked into it though. I just never really looked into it. Shannon Sharp lost 100 million media deal and got fired from ESPN to create generational wealth for 20-year-old social media girls. Hey, you know what though? I feel like, he's never going to forget this. He's never going to forget the opportunity that presented himself, of course, maybe maybe this situation makes, and creates, a more disciplined as far as, with his, utensil down there, a more disciplined man,
Hey, you that? How I do it?
Hey, Scott, I mean, who is that? Help me out.
But then again, it's like, bro, like, he's an older man, so it's like, this nigga's.
You know what I'm saying? She little something. She might be famous for vertical activity that she good at.
She a hooper?
Oh yeah.
Who she play for? Who she play for?
Yeah, she a hooper. She be playing with ball. Hey, yeah, she be playing with balls. She play basketball.
Shannon Sharp was fired from ESPN
after losing a $50 million,
a $60 million lawsuit.
What happened?
A 20-year-old woman sued Shannon Sharp for $50 million after claiming he overpowered her.
So she won? She won? Wait. Oh, wait. I'm sorry, y'all. It wasn't clicking. It wasn't. Oh, so she sued him. Okay. Oh man, she was oh my gosh. Black brothers is always,
and assaulted her for 2 years. Shannon Sharp said her claims were full of lies and that she's trying to get money out of it, and that their arrangement was 100% consensual.
Is there any evidence?
There was evidence that worked in Shannon Sharp's favor, which were texts of her messaging him, saying what she wanted him to do to her over a 2-year period. However, texts also showed concerning
she shouldn't win. that should be substantial evidence that, you know, really helps, you know, prove Shannon Sharp's point. I don't now. This is all. I don't know what's going on.
They were calling each other racist words, but were playing a role and played along in a weird fantasy. And in some of those texts, Shannon Sharp did say he was going to overpower her. However, her responses were saying to do it and played along with Shannon. Said, how could he have manipulated and controlled her if she was willingly driving to his house for 2 years?
If it was consensual over text, then how did he lose the lawsuit? Does that mean he was guilty?
He offered her $10 million before the lawsuit even started, and she declined. Some believe that Shannon thought the damage on his image would have cost more than just giving $10 million to her. Others believe he was actually guilty and he's trying to cover it up. And the victim knew she had enough evidence to win. He ended up paying her $23 million in a settlement to the...
Oh, no, bro. I'm telling you, white women are always end up stripping a strong, black, successful man, you know, out of his riches, man. Not even to you know, turn this channel into, you know, not even to turn this channel into one of those. But it's just like, man, bro, just... At least, like, say, you know, a sister did this to him. At least, you know, that money, you know, is going back, you know, to the black community just a little bit. You get what I'm saying? Just a little bit. Not to this, you know, this P-star, bro. Like, this is going to this publicly known P-star. He just up and got 23 million out of
20-year-old, where they both agreed it was consensual, but then ESPN fired him. The 20-year-old then announced she's retiring from OnlyFans, and now Shannon's getting clowned on.
Of course he's retired from OnlyFans. Of course. He's got 23 million out of them. And why did he pronounce it that way? Did we not supposed to say OF?
But then ESPN fired him. The 20-year-old then announced she's retiring from OnlyFans, and now Shannon's getting clowned.
Yeah, why they couldn't say it? We can't say that on YouTube? I'm sorry.
On the internet for acting like an idiot.
But if they both agreed he's innocent, why would he settle if the evidence was in his favor?
Some people are saying he upset people in the industry and she was panicked. Others are mocking him for saying things like, I don't date my age, I date my weight. And that this is his consequence because he's 57 and she's 20.
Well, I hope both parties receive that.
He's 20? What? No, bruh. She's not, there's no way she's not 20, bro. She's not 20. She ain't 20, bro. Got a bag off this nigga. She 26. What's her ethnicity? Yeah, she's a Caucasian woman. That's crazy.
Shannon Sharp no longer works for ESPN 2025.
How Shannon Sharp got done by that IG model, it really sucks. You know why? Because it was consensual. But we gotta highlight the point that this 50-year-old man is messing with a 20-year-old girl and got played out of his career. Like, guys, at what point in time do we see a problem with this? $50 million was the cost of him never growing up. We look down on women if they have super high body counts, but when fellas do it, it's not looked at the same. In a way, I can understand, but I think fellas need to start getting shamed as well. The more women you mess with, you open yourself up for bigger losses. Like, do y'all dudes realize you are turning down your girl next door because you think you know about that girl that's on your phone, that girl that's on your Explore page? Like, what if I told you that most of your favorite IG models can be bought?
Now, the chicks that you see like on Instagram with a name, 2,500 you in them guts. 35, $3 grand to 3,500. Probably give her a complimentary facial with it too.
So you've changed your standard of the...
That's sick, man. That's sick, man. That's just sick. That's just outright sick, man. And that's why the black community is not respected now, bro. Like, and not to even just say all IG women are you know, African American. It's not even just that, but it's just disgusting. It's disgusting, bro. It's disgusting that this is the society we live in, right? And women could just, you know, have no sense of morality, no character. Just they don't have to work on themselves at all, and they can still become wealthy, rich, you know, millionaires, man. It's disgusting.
Kind of girl that you want to spend the rest of your life with based on a picture when you don't know any of this person's characteristics, just to find out that some of
Hey,
these
I like
girls.
this brother, bruh. I like this brother. Tab Boogie. Hey, shout out to Tab Boogie, man. Hold on. I like this brother, man. Oh, they trying to take something off my card, man. I like this brother.
Actually loony as hell, as y'all seen in the first video that I showed y'all, and they also can be bought out for them to drop their drawers. But what baffles me is the same dudes that go about dating this way will look at you in your face and say that all women are the same and all women ain't shit. I'm never getting married.
And here's the thing, and they only have, you know, and they only say things like that predicated off the women that they deal with. That's why when it comes to even taking relationship advice from certain people, you have to know as far as their relationship history, so you can know if these people are just strictly going off their history and they're just pushing it onto you. Oh, young brother, you know, oh, you gonna find out the hard way. You know, all women are saying, you know, nigga, you was just moving a certain way. You know, you was going off strictly appearance, and that's why, you know, the brother got put in a certain situation that he's in.
You should never marry any of those girls that you be talking to. Most of the women that you try to talk to, you try to go for, they ain't shit. We gotta change our rubric for how we choose women and what makes them fine. What makes.
No, he's 100% correct, man. He's 100% correct. Yeah, he's most definitely 100% correct.
To me in my DMs, and I was kind of ignoring it, just leaving them on red because I'm not interested.
I'm be
Messaged me, and so I said, okay, I'll answer. And I said, well, I'm actually on the way to go get my hair done. You gonna contribute to that?
I really miss how women used to act before social media. I really miss y'all.
Hey, we get the point. Hey, look, y'all, you made it this far. You make sure you drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Go show some love to Tab Boogie, man, and I'm out.